Hey YouTube, thanks for stopping back by Just Piddlin Barbecue. If you like what you see today, give me a thumbs up and be sure to hit that subscription button. Today we're going to do not one, but two Boston butts. One on the Weber Kettle and the second one on the Grilla Silverbac. Stay tuned. So now I'm going to show you kind of how I do at least one of them. I'll do the other one off camera so it doesn't take so long. But I'm just going to do a little bit of trimming on this before I put my oil and my rub on. This good looking butt, again, good marbling, but there's some thick fat in here in the middle. I want to try to get out. Now you can leave it in if you want to. It's totally up to you. Everybody does their stuff differently. I'm not going to tell you how to do yours. I'm just showing you what I do. But you do yours however you want to. But that fat that's in that crease right there is not really going to help a whole lot. And if I get it out, then I'll be able to get my rub in there and help get in that meat. Get in there a little bit more. See, like that stuff right there, it's just, I mean, it's going to wind up being thrown in the trash either way. And I'd rather go ahead and do it beforehand. That way I can get rub on the meat and not on this fat right here. A pork butt has plenty of fat in it throughout the meat to begin with. So it doesn't need this extra stuff that is in here. It might help if I got a knife that wasn't as dull as a butter knife. Hold on a minute. Alright, now back to work. So I'm just going to get in here and get some of this silver skin stuff off. This kind of nasty fat in here. Get that out of the way so I can get my rub in here a little more. And all you've got to do is follow the natural creases of the pork butt. And it'll kind of show you. You know, I don't just go in here and just start slicing away. I mean, there's natural creases in here. And that's where I go with my knives. All that, it's just stringy, fat, connective tissues. And that's not going to do you any good. You're going to wind up throwing it away either way. So I like going ahead and getting it out of the way so I can get my rubs in here. All that stuff right there is just nasty. It looks like I traded one dull knife for another. If there's any knife companies out there that want to send me some sharp knives, that'd be amazing. Good. Now again, there's still some right there. And that'll come right off too. So now you can see as I expose the meat, see it was like that. And all this stuff right here in this plate was underneath there. But now as I expose the meat, now I can get seasonings on the actual meat and not on the connective tissue. And that's what I want. I mean, it's not, you know, you don't have to be anal about it. Just do what you feel like doing. I mean, we're just piddling, right? But that is better than what we started with. Get that little thick piece down in there. Now that's a lot better than what we started with. Alright, everything else on this side looks good. Get that little piece right there off. Rise down in there. Good, now I can get my my rubs, my seasonings, all down in here. Now on this side, I have got probably about 1/4 inch of a fat cap on here, and that doesn't really bother me. It's not too thick, so I'm not really going to worry about it. That's one thing I like about getting my pork butts from Mike's Meats here in Claxton is, you know, they always look pretty good, pretty clean. So all I'm going to do with this part is make me some scores across. And then go the other way with them. And number one, it's going to give it a pretty good little presentation at the end, but it allows me to get a little bit of this rub in between those cracks right there to season up this side as well. So that looks pretty good. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and season this one up, and I'm going to do the other one the same way. I just use a little olive oil. You can use mustard if you want to. Whatever kind of binder you want to use. You don't have to use a binder at all. You don't have to season it at all if you don't want to. Just put it on there. It's still going to be good. This is just the way I choose to always do mine. So just kind of rub everything up. Get a little bit on the end down there. On the sides. Meat Church Bacon Barbecue Rub. Obviously goes well on pork, and that's what we're going to use. Not going to go on real heavy, but I want a decent coating. Going to give it some good color too. Kind of rub that all over. I like the Meat Church products. Let's make sure we get the sides. This is where you can see how you benefit from that trimming that I did right there. Now, let's get some olive oil in there first. That's good on the olive oil. Get it down in there, and then get your rub in there. Rub it in good, and then when that fat folds back over, everything's nice and protected. It's still going to stay nice and moist. It's not going to dry out. I don't think I've ever had a dry pork butt. But use your favorite seasonings. Use your favorite binder, however you want to do it. Now we're just going to get this other side up here because it's lonely. And that's it. There's your trimmed up. Now this isn't by any means a competition trim, but now it is trimmed up, seasoned, and ready to go. I'm gonna do the other one the same way, and then we'll get out to the grills. Alright guys, it's kind of windy out here today, but we're going to get this thing going. One pork butt is going to go on the Grilla Silverbac, running at 225 degrees. I've got competition blend Grilla Grill pellets. That's oak, hickory, and cherry blend. Over here on the Weber Kettle, I'm going to be running royal oak lump charcoal. We're fixing to put the coals in there. I'm going to have a drip pan underneath with some apple cider vinegar and water in that pan. And I'm going to be running some hickory chunks on top of my charcoal to get some smoke from it. So let's get this thing going. All right, got a few of these pieces of lump already started. We're going to get those right in there in the beginning. And now I'm going to just kind of get my tongs here and make sure I place them to where I make sure it's going to catch the other pieces of lump. Just like that. Now it'll be good to go to get that started. I like that. Now throughout the cook, we might have to add some more charcoal to it as we go. You know, that'll be fine too. I don't have anything going on today. You know, and if you hadn't noticed, the name of my channel is Just Piddlin, and that's what I'm doing today. Just Piddlin. Now I just put my lit charcoal in. I'm gonna go ahead and get my apple cider vinegar in my drip pan. This is a 32 ounce bottle, probably about half or 3/4 of that. I had a little bit missing from it. And I'm gonna go in with the water. And I just filled up the rest, about a half a pan's worth in that 10-full pan. Now I've got some hickory chunks I'm going to go in with. And that ought to be perfect there. Close the lid. Now right now I've got the bottom all the way open, and I want the top all the way open as well. Slide this around to the other side. Bend over my meat, and we're gonna start letting it come up to temp. All right, now at the Silverbac, let's start getting it up to temp. Power. When you start it up, it's automatically going to go to 350 when it's been unplugged. So I'm fixing to cut it down to 225. Close the lid, let it start coming up to temp. Got both of them going. I'll bring you back when we start putting the pork butts on. Now, while these are coming up to temp, let me say this. I'm not doing this with these two grills because I want it to be a competition to see which one's going to cook the best pulled pork. I just felt like piddling around today. I've been wanting to do a pulled pork video, but I've been wanting to just cook some pulled pork anyway so I can put some up in the freezer. So this is going to be a lot of pulled pork for just us. These are two 8-pound pork butts or Boston butts, as close to weight as I could find. Almost right at 8 pounds each. And you know, I just wanted to do some pork butts. I've got two grills here, so I thought, why not just throw one on one and one on the other, and let's just cook piddle today, see what happens, see what the differences are in the cooks, see what the differences are in the meats, but they're both going to be good. So it's not really about a competition as much as just felt like piddling around with both of them today. Stay with me. Alright guys, it's time to get these butts on. I've got the Weber Master Touch. The bottom vent is cracked to about 1/4. Top vents are cracked to about 1/4. Right now I'm running 275, but it's kind of on the way down a little bit. I'm trying to get it around that 250 range, but it'll get there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the butt on. Try to get it on quick. Fat side, I'm gonna go fat side up because we lattice work the top. That ought to be pretty. And then I'm gonna go with the Silverbac. Take that glove off. Try to get this one on one-handed. Oh yeah. And I will go fat side up with that too. See how that turns out. Get the lid closed. Get the lid closed. about this. When you cook indirect, like right now, I've got my coals on this side, and there's my temp gauge. I've got my meat on this side, and there's my vent. I want the vent on this side so that it draws the smoke across the meat and then out above it. But the thing about it is, the temp gauge is right above your heat source. So what I do is I just kind of, even though it says it's running a little hot, you know, 275, maybe 300, sometimes if I've opened it up or something, I know that it's not quite that hot on the meat side. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. You could get a temp probe if you want to and put on this side if you want, but I just kind of put that in the back of my head, and I just kind of know that's the way it's going to run. Again, the bottom vents are cracked about 1/4, and the top vents are cracked maybe not even 1/4. It's really windy out here today, so I'm sure that's going to affect it some too. So gonna keep it going. Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on the cook. The Weber Kettle internal temp on that pork butt is sitting at 140. Internal temp on the Silverbac over here is sitting at 150. They've been cooking steady, both of them, all day. Little swing on both of them all day. Smoke on them all day. Both of them are doing great. It's probably 50 degrees out here with a little wind. I got the fire pit going over there. Staying warm out here, a little windy today. And just making a day of it. And that's what it's all about, just making a day of it. Just piddling in your backyard, enjoying the outdoors, smelling some good smoke coming out of both of them. The hickory on the Weber, the oak, hickory, and cherry coming out of the Silverbac. You can start, you can smell the pork cooking now. It smells awesome. That's what it's all about. So we're gonna keep piddling. I'll see you in a little while. Hey, I just wanted to mention something else too. I don't know why I hadn't done this before, but I'm fixing to show you what I've got right across the street from my house. And so I'm gonna flip the camera around so you're looking forward. So my eyes are gonna be your eyes. All right, so I want to show y'all what I've got here. There's my fire pit over there, and this is back here in the backyard by the pool. I'm not showing you the pool because it's green because my pump's messed up. There's the old kettle. There's the old Silverbac. Now I want to show y'all. Y'all are walking with me. Y'all are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. Don't look at the green pool over there. And I'm walking toward my carport over here, off the walkway through the grass and through this door into the carport. Now, right over there, that building with the red roof, y'all see that? Guess what that is? That's a barbecue restaurant. Right over there. Right there. Barbecue restaurant. Right there. But guess where I'd rather get my barbecue from? Right there. All right guys, we are 6 hours in, 6.5 hours in, something like that. And I'm gonna show you, just kind of give you an update on what we've got. We're running on the Weber at about 275, 280, somewhere around there. 285. And that the temperature gauge is right above the heat source. Beautiful looking. Look at that thing. Beautiful. I have added a couple extra big pieces of lump, but we have been consistent all day long on this Weber. And now let's walk around to the Silverbac. Now the internal right now on that Weber is 160, and the internal on this Silverbac is 165. I got a couple sausages on there for me to snack on, but again, looking beautiful as well. I mean, right now on both of these pits, we're running neck and neck all day long. Can't beat it. It smells wonderful out here. and we'll see y'all back. It is 7:30 p.m. I started this cook at 11 a.m. this morning. It's been an outstanding cook. It's dark. The lighting's probably terrible, but I think it'll kind of look cool anyway. Got the fire in the fire pit in the background back there. I wrapped both of the butts at the 6-hour mark, and that kind of increased the pace of the cooking temp a little bit. The Weber Kettle and the Silverbac were neck and neck all day long with the internal temps. The Weber Kettle ran on average probably around 280, somewhere around there, all day. I did have to add about 5 or 6 chunks of lump charcoal there towards the end to just keep it going. But again, very consistent, very happy with it. Silverbac did great as well. Great smoke. Silverbac finished a little bit sooner, and I just shut it off and kept the butt wrapped. I never opened the lid and just kept it sitting in there. So I'm sure it's probably 205 internal by now. The wind's kicking up pretty good. But the butt on the Weber just hit 195. I think it's about 197 right now. I'm using the iGrill Mini on my phone right now, so I can't show it to you because it's on my phone. But I like the iGrill Mini. It's working great too. But anyway, I'm fixing to take these off, take them in, let them rest a little while, and hopefully after that I'll show you what the results are. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and try to wind this video up. It's been a long day, but it's been an enjoyable day. As far as the cook goes, first of all, let's just take a look at the butts. And I've got this one marked with a little twist right here. This is the Weber, and this is the Grilla Silverbac. And I'm going to just unwrap them and let you see them. Man, it smells awesome. Awesome. Let me turn that down there. Great color on that one. Great smoky smell to it. Now these have only been resting, I don't know, 20-30 minutes or so, which is not long enough, but I wanted to go ahead and let you see them. And then after I do this, I'll probably wrap them back up and just let them rest for a little while longer. But I wanted to go ahead and do this. This is the Silverbac. Get it unwrapped. And again, the smell is amazing. Now the color on the one on the Weber is a lot darker than this one. Now I'm not going to cut into them right now because they haven't rested long enough, so I don't know what the inside's going to look like. What I'll do is I will post some pictures when I do both of them, unwrap them and everything, as far as what they look like inside, if there's a smoke ring. But I will tell you this, let me tell you this, and I want everybody to listen to this. My whole take from this cook is, I don't care if you're a stick burner guy, a pellet smoker guy, a Weber Kettle guy, a gas grill guy. It does not matter. If you do a little bit of homework and understand the concept of indirect cooking and or the concept of how a fire works, it needs airflow, and how to control the airflow, you can cook anything that you want to cook on anything that you want to cook. All that matters is the end product. And really, all that matters is I spent my day out in my backyard around the fire pit, piddling around with 2 grills, smelling some great meat and some great smoke, and had a great day. And that's the bottom line. That's what's important. It's not about, I see all the time guys on cooking groups on social media arguing back and forth about what's the best method of cooking this, snake method, is it a minion method, is it indirect, should you light all your coals, should you light some of your coals, pellet grills are better, stick burners are better. It doesn't matter. All that matters is all of us have the same goal, which is to get in our backyard, enjoy it, grill, eat some good food that we prepared ourselves. Like I showed you, there's a barbecue restaurant. I'm looking at it right now through my living room window. Cars piled up everywhere, and what I've got right here is better than what they're waiting on in the drive-thru. So, until next time, I'll be Piddlin. Hey YouTube, thank you for stopping by Just Piddlin Barbecue. If you like what you see today, give me a thumbs up and be sure to hit that subscription button. Today we're going to do not 1, but 2 pork butts. So, will you get down? So, what I'm going to use today is just Meat Church's bacon barbecue rub. How about that? Now over here on the Silverbac, let's get it up to 10. How about plugging it in first? Hey guys, just wanted to give you a little update. We're 5 hours into the cook. We're about to have barbecued cat is what we're about to have.